Hey guys, this will be my first video out of 365 ideally, but I'm going to see what happens. This is my journey to enlightenment, transcendence, whatever you want to call it. Um, Transcending the ego, the thinking mind, transcending all of these emotions, all of this frustration that I've been having. But this is mainly to be a daily log for myself and lessons I've learned on the path so far to both bring my awareness back to these videos and see how much progress I have made over time, but also to bring this information to others. And one thing, I keep running into so many issues. I call them issues. Um, I'm having a really, really tough time right now. Um, Job situation isn't great. I'm out of work, so I'm very stressed about that. If you've ever looked into Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I don't have the bottom, so I'm fucking stressed to the extreme. I've been working on getting work, but like, man, I'm fucking stressed, and I feel like I'm alone in the universe. I don't know if you relate, but it feels like no matter what I do, what I try to do every day, what I actually do accomplish, it just never feels like enough because the negative voice in my head always says, you could have done better. Like, for example, I meditate for 30 minutes a day, 20 to 30 minutes a day. And I do introspection, at least as of late. But my mind's like, oh, you could have been more focused. You could have not got distracted by moving around so much. Or you could have X, Y, Z. It never ends. My mind always tells me what I'm doing wrong and never what I'm doing right. And it's getting very, very frustrating. I'm very upset. I um I cry a good amount. Like, you gotta release these emotions to get to the higher levels. And I guess I shouldn't lie about that. I haven't been crying as much as I should, and you can see I'm already beating myself up here. Um, the journey to transcendence, enlightenment, is a hard one. Hard, 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 hard. I didn't realize how hard it was going into this. I'm gonna be able to make it. I keep getting back up, but man, it's frustrating. Constantly questioning myself, constantly second guessing myself. I'm pretty damn sure I have a form of OCD, and so I have a bunch of intrusive thoughts all the time that I act on as well. The belief that I'm a fuck up, I'm a failure, I'm a nobody. Things that I was told in the past still propagate, and they hurt. As for progress I've made already, um, I feel energy now, which is great. I've felt that now for like 2 or 3 months. I'm only 6 months in to my journey here. I'm hoping to reach enlightenment in another year. I have a lot to learn. But me of the future, or what I would want to hear myself say, or what I would want to hear right now, is that everything will be okay. I'll be alright. No matter what comes my way, I'll be okay. And that no matter how dark things get, no matter how shame inducing even small minor emotions are, and people's responses, facial expressions, facial cues, taking those personally, no matter how, and no matter what I have to work through, whether it's past failures, past mistakes, hurting people in the past, or other people hurting me. What I would want to hear is, it's tough. It's tough, and come here, I got you. I'm already having a lot of emotions here of, why the fuck am I saying any of this? Why am I doing this stupid video? I'm just gonna fail at this anyway, so why even try? I know why I'm trying, and that is because I know I can do this. I wouldn't be trying and doing these things daily otherwise. I feel like giving up every single day and just not even trying anymore, not trying to do anything, just accepting that my life is going to be mundane and pointless. That maybe I won't accomplish what I want to accomplish. At least that's the negative self-talk. That's the self-talk that I keep getting. But it's been super tough. I've accomplished a lot, but it never feels like enough to the mind, to the ego. There's always another mountain to climb. Even though if I just climbed a massive mountain, there's always another one. Like, I went on a 23-day road trip for the first time in my life. Slept in my car, accomplished a lot of fears. That was like a month or 2 months ago at this point. But yet my mind still goes, oh, I could have done better. I'm just a fuck up. I won't be able to do that again, Doesn't matter that I did it the one time. That I proved to myself that I could do that, even though my mind said I couldn't the whole entire time. I take the mind way too seriously. I take the emotions that I feel way too seriously. I ask myself daily if I truly want this. Like, if I truly want enlightenment. Of course I do. Of course I want it. Am I going to strive for it? And I mean, I am, but there's a lot of fear. A lot of fear. Fear I'll be destroyed. Like, feeling my emotions. Fear they'll never end. Fear of failing again and again. Every day. To whoever is listening to this video, just know it's going to be a tough road. One thing I continue to learn is that it's tough, but I don't even know. It just feels tough right now. There's a light at the end of this tunnel, I know there is. What I would tell you is, it may feel like you're drowning. It may feel like you're drowning daily. But you just gotta learn how to swim. And to do that is going through this, is going through whatever is pulling you down. Whether that's old traumas or old whatever they are. Avoiding them doesn't help. I've tried for many years to avoid my traumas. And guess what? They keep repeating themselves. They keep repeating themselves. And the universe is just a mirror of what I bring to the table. So if I bring joy and happiness, the universe will bring joy and happiness. If I bring misery and depression, the universe will bring misery and depression to shine back at me. If I am ugly and mean to others, that'll be what comes back to me. And I don't know. I've accomplished a lot. I know I have ADHD. It's either that or it's trauma. I was diagnosed a long time ago, but my mind constantly distracts me. Sorry, I'm getting a ringing in my ears right now. I think the universe is telling me to go into where I need to be going right now. But here's advice for those that are still here. Yeah, just keep plugging along. Give yourself self-compassion. That's the biggest thing. I need to work on that majorly. My root chakra isn't developed at all because of that, because I haven't given myself compassion. I haven't told myself what I've done well. It's always what I'm doing wrong. So I don't feel safe wherever I go. It doesn't feel like wherever I go, it doesn't feel like I have a home. Because there's no compassion for myself. There's no grace. So if I were you, I would attempt to get new techniques. Talk to yourself like you talk to a good friend. Like what would you tell a good friend in that situation? Other lessons I've learned. I used to have a fuck it attitude, like not caring about anybody or anything. I'm starting to switch that pretty majorly, actually. Like I know that if I treat people badly, they'll treat me badly. And then just an overall nonchalant, like just not caring about anything about life. And I don't know. I mean, so mainly what I've improved upon is my confidence. I've got a meetup group I'm trying I've hosted like twice now, but I went on that huge road trip. I said no to a bunch of my fears, actually accomplished a lot of my fears. There is accomplished a lot of my fears. I joined jiu-jitsu. I need to get back to that. I've been applying for jobs even though it feels really, really useless. It feels useless with AI coming up. My prediction, AI in the next 5 years is going to just take over all jobs. Well, at least 75% of them. I wrote a prediction down here based on the knowledge I know, like Q-Star and what's going on with OpenAI right now. Yeah, my prediction is that. So I'm just like, I'm feeling kind of pointless for applying for jobs, even though I need a job for money, for at least now. And I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to be in this dimension right now where we're not going to have to work anymore in my lifetime. You know, when I'm 25, we're not going to have to work in my lifetime. In the next 10 years, nobody's going to have to. So things are going to hugely shift. And Yeah, so reaching enlightenment, reaching transcendence, reaching these high states of being, my goal is to be a leader for others. And to do that, I have to lead myself and get through this. It's the only way out is through. With depression, with anxiety, it's facing your fears, no matter how hard they are to face. You can't just push them down. They're gonna just keep coming back up. I mean, you know this. You know this just as well as I do. Every time you push a fear down, it comes back up. So you just have to face it head on. That's my current journey, is facing my fears head on. But there's so many fears that I'm not sure how to face. Like the fear of, manifesting things that I don't want, or the fear of there's like a weird fear of being a good person, of being like somebody of use, like fear of showing my light, of shining. Fear of being a nobody. There's a lot of fears I have, but this will just be bullshit video one. We'll just put it that way. Video 0.5 out of 365, because I'm gonna shorten the next video. Try and do 5 minutes. What I've accomplished today, though, before I let this go, 30 minutes of meditation early in the morning before 9 a.m. I did 10 minutes of introspection into just writing down my thoughts of what was going on in my head at that point in time. You'd be surprised how many thoughts that you have in 2 minutes. Like, why are we giving our power to this brain? The brain is not a good driver. I had like a job interview today that went pretty well, I'd say. I was confident, I was collected. I was stressed out in it, but I wasn't too stressed. I was able to bring up the words that I needed to bring up, be able to say the correct things, even on the fly, like, your 3 skills, and mine was like idea generation, thinking on the fly, and then unstructured, being able to work in an unstructured environment, I think, or it was pressure, working under pressure. Yeah, and I made those on the fly, so that's really good. I also went over my whole job history, and I was able to say the correct things, because I've had pauses in my job history that do look pretty, I'd say, negative. They always ask about it. But they seem to be interested. I have a few jobs lined up, so that's cool. I have a past version of myself has set that up. Also, I've been going to, I watched a little bit of Harry Potter yesterday. I've wanted to watch that since I was a kid. I've been trying to give myself more time to integrate what I've learned, because I've just been go every day, having to do something daily. To feel okay, I have to be doing something. If I'm not, I feel absolutely miserable. And I think it's partially due to the society that we live in. If you're not doing something, if you're not being something, you're worthless. You're absolutely worthless. So I definitely have internalized that, and especially with childhood trauma stuff. So I'm working through that, I guess. I'm not really working through that, I'll be honest. Biggest lesson of this video I was going to mention is truth. Tell yourself the truth. Don't lie. Don't cover up your emotions. Don't cover up your feelings. Don't smile through the pain. Doesn't help. It just pushes the inevitable onwards into your future. And also, another tip is, tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow doesn't exist. It's only now. It's only right now. So whatever you decide to do right now is what is important. Not what you're thinking about doing, not what you're wanting to do, not what you're trying to do. I mean, trying to do is a weird one. I've been told that trying doesn't exist. It's either doing or not doing, and that is true. So I don't like the word trying either now. Because you don't try. You're either doing or not doing, and trying is an excuse to not succeed. So anyway, this video's gone on long enough. All right, catch you on the next one.